Hello, this is Muhammad Yasir Arafat and we are going to discuss scalars and vectors. To know about the scalars and vectors, you must have the knowledge for describing physical quantity. To describe physical quantity, you need magnitude and unit, sometimes directions. For example, you went to buy sugar and asked a shopkeeper to give you a bag weighs 5 kg of sugar. Here 5 is your magnitude and kg is your unit. In another example, you are asked to walk 15 km towards east. You will be able to trace your destination. Now here 15 is your magnitude, kilometer is your unit, and towards east gives you the direction. Scalars, you need magnitude and unit for the description. With the help of these two entities, you would be able to describe a physical quantity that calls as scalars. If you use some example like 5 kg of sugar, here 5 gives you the magnitude and kg gives you the unit. Now, in other examples, you can use mass as a scalar quantity, distance, temperature, area, and time. You can add more examples which has no specific directions. Vectors. To describe vectors, you need magnitude, unit, and direction. All of these three entities are required to describe a vector quantity. With the help of these entities, you would be able to describe a vector quantity. Let's say 15 km towards east. Here 15 gives you the magnitude, kilometer gives you the unit, and towards east gives you the direction. Another example, you can use force, displacement, velocity, moment, and acceleration. You can add more examples which needs direction for the description. If you see the examples of scalars and vectors, we have place, distance, and displacement. If you see the distance, first see the statement which says to you, walk 15 km to reach your destination. Here, this statement is not directing you the proper direction for the destination. So if someone does not give you the direction, you might get confused. In which way from the starting point you need to travel? In this way or that way or any other way? So here direction is required for the description of the destination. If you see in other example, that is walk 15 km to east, you would be able to reach your destination. So in this way, you have given complete direction. So you would be able to trace your location quite easily without any confusion. So that is why we had placed scalars and vectors, vector representation. It is very important for us to describe a motion with the help of a vector diagram in a graph. So if you see the example where a bus is moving 5 km towards east from the signal to reach the school, here magnitude, unit, and directions are given, so you need to draw an arrow to represent these quantity such as this. Here the length of the vector will give you the magnitude and head of the vector will give you the directions. So this direction will help you to find out the resultant vector. Resultant vector usually find out with the help of two or more than two vectors. Here, this boy is moving from position 1 to position 2, and then from position 2 to position 3. Now, to describe this motion, we need to draw a vector from the position 1 to position 2 and another vector from the head of the first vector, so we would be able to trace out his direction of travel. Now we need to draw a resultant vector to find out the shortest path. Now, to draw a resultant vector, we need to use the head of the second vector and the tail of the first vector. So here you would be able to find out your resultant vector with the help of head to tail rule method.